If you ever make them smile, it's over with. You know, everybody comes up with their list of these exotic cars, you know, the Italian cars and these supercars, you know, that are going to be the ones to buy and the ones to watch. And of course, everybody knows muscle cars you can drive for free and make money with these cars over time. But how about picking the new classics, the new cars to collect, the ones that you need to be on the lookout for now that you can buy cheap, hang on to, buy the best examples at a decent price, and sell for a profit. And you know, I get people asking me all the time between the radio show and here, and just talking about cars in general. You know, Rob, what's going to be the next hot thing? And you know, a lot of people know that I stay in the know with this stuff, and I research a lot of these things. And you know, there's so many different ways you can go. And of course, I always kind of aim towards the American steel. You know, and that's just what I'm comfortable with. But I compiled my list of the top 10 cars for under 20 grand that are going to make you money. First one on the list is, you know, we've seen trucks. Trucks have always been hot, but not everybody can afford like my 72 big block GMC Sierra Grande. That's an $80,000 truck, but we're talking $20,000 trucks. But keep in mind, that truck was a $20,000 truck at one time. So you got to look at you know, how the trends are going. Well, the 67 through 72s have went through the roof. The 73 through 87 square body trucks are on the rise. I'm not even going to mention those. Those are no-brainers. But now it's time for the 88 to 98 OBS body style Chevrolet trucks to rise. I'm talking about those really nice short beds, the grandpa trucks, or the 454 SSs, the 350 SSs, or maybe even like the 93 Indy Pace trucks. Those, and they're out there in low mile examples. I mean, I've bought so many of those 454 SS trucks back in the day, 7, 8 grand, nice trucks. And good miles, you know, 60, 70,000 miles. And those are the trucks, I mean, these were the muscle trucks of the 90s. So these are definitely ones you want to buy up, but clean short bed examples of these trucks, even the GMCs also. Maybe even some of your custom trucks, some of that stuff. These are the trucks to buy because it's only a matter of time when all the square bodies get picked over, they're going to start moving over to the OBS trucks. And keep in mind, the 25-year rule, these trucks are in it now. So now they're classic. You can put collector car insurance on these vehicles, agreed value. So definitely something you want to keep on the watch for is your big block trucks, especially the SSs. Another really, really hot one on the pickup trucks is your first gen Lightnings. Everybody loves a Mustang, and the SVT stuff's always hot. They've always had that little niche collector collecting SVT stuff. But the first gen Lightnings are starting to get really popular, along with like the 454 SS trucks. Ford really knocked it out of the park with this truck. And you know, even the following Lightnings, they were great and they were faster, but the love for this first gen Lightning was never duplicated. They love these trucks, and you can still find good examples, low miles, way under that 20K mark, and it's definitely a good one to hang on to because nothing but the value is going straight up on these trucks. You got one for your sports car guys. I tell you what, cheap and affordable and a great investment. Keep an eye on your late C3 and C4 Corvettes. And I know everybody jokes, C4 Corvette's the ass of every joke in the car world, but I'm going to tell you something, guys. There were some great cars that came out with the C4 Corvette, and the C4 Corvette was a groundbreaking car in a lot of ways. If it wasn't for the C4 Corvette, there would be no 5, 6, and 7. That car really did make Corvette history. So you got to give it props for what it is. You know, granted, it wasn't the most horsepower in the world or anything like that, and even the late C3s, but these were also the best-selling Corvettes of all time. So that means there's a lot of them out there and a lot of good low-mile examples. You got your collector's editions. You know, you got, of course, in the 78s, you have your 25th anniversary. You know, you got your 82 collector's edition. You have an 88 35th anniversary. 93, the 40th anniversary Corvette. And then you got your pace cars, 78 and 86. These are all cars to keep your eyes out for. Nice low mile examples of these definitely are buyers. And also in the top end of that 20K mark, you can get all over the first gen ZR1 market. So, you know, nice low mileage ZR1, I tell you what, that's definitely a good one to have sitting in the stable. I tell you another one for you off-road guys. We've all seen what the Blazers are doing. We've seen what the Rovers are doing. Of course, everybody knows what Land Cruisers are doing. They're going crazy high. Well, the first-gen Broncos, just like the first-gen Camaros, have gone out of sight and unobtainable, so now your big-body Broncos are starting to pick up. And I'm not talking about the rusty one your brother takes out in the woods to go hunting with. We're talking about the really nice examples, all the way up to your OJ Broncos. These cars are getting on the money, so if you find a nice, clean, four-wheel drive example, or a few of the two-wheel drive examples are extremely rare and also going to be going up in value. And next up, we have the Fox Body Mustang. And I mean, this is kind of a no-brainer. The prices of these things have been going up and they've been popular for years, but now the value is catching up with the popularity of them. Clean examples. We're not talking about the ones that have been drag raced and just murdered. We're talking about really clean examples. Coupes, hatches, and convertibles, GTs, LXs, V8 5-speed cars are going to bring the premium. Also keep an eye out for your 93 Cobras. You can start getting into the higher mileage ones around that 20K mark, the really nice ones. I tell you, another Mustang that's really hot is keep an eye on those SN95s, especially 94, 95 Cobras, your 96 Mystic Cobras. They're going to be in that 20K mark. They automatically have been a collector's item, but the value kind of plateaued off on them, so now you can buy them cheaper. So it's definitely one you want to hang on to because the value is going to go up on them. The SN95 cars in general are probably not bad investments because you can actually buy these cars relatively cheap compared to the Fox Body Mustangs. So, you know, if you want to be a little ahead of the game, keep your eye out for those nice SN95s also. And of course, mini trucks. Old magazine feature trucks, 90s mini trucks, even the custom full-size trucks. These guys, there's going to be a huge 90s boom, and it's already starting, and these guys love it. You got to think about it. Trends go in a circle. You know, it's just like fads. You know, everything old is new again, and the 90s is coming back. How about the H1 military Humvees? You know, these things are really cool because it's kind of like a bargain basement price on a Hummer. And, you know, with the aftermarket, you can actually really make these things sharp. And, you know, we're talking about either a trail ride or a mall crawler. They're super cool, and they're going up in value like crazy. You get your late second-gen Camaro. They're not just for porn stars anymore. We're talking about like the later second-gen Camaros. You know, your 77, 78 Smoking the Bandit style Trans Ams, you know, 77, 78 through 81 Camaro. These cars are getting on the money, especially your Z28s and your really clean examples. I've bought and sold a few of these here in the last few years, and the interest has really peaked up with these cars. You've got a lot of people that grew up wanting these cars, and now they have the money to buy them, so now they're purchasing these cars, and they want the best examples of them. Another key giveaway is Rick Hendrick has about 4 of them right now that he just recently acquired. He doesn't buy things that are not valuable. Let's go racing. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of the racing hobby. I think it's kind of a losing proposition, but if you want to go racing on a budget, especially autocross, things like that, keep eye on your NASCAR rollers. And the reason I say that, even in racing, you can actually get your money back with these cars because the time you outfit them for autocross or whatever, these cars are great entry-level competitive cars for this. And, you know, they have separate classes for these cars. And, I mean, it's really competitive and it's very popular. And you know, the moral of the story here is clean, nice, quality cars. We're not looking for barn finds. We're not looking for patina. We want good quality examples. At this stage in these cars' value, you want to find, and they're out there, the nice ones. So don't buy the junk, buy the good cars.